Hi, Bobby McGee here from Bobby McGee Endurance Sports. A little bit out of breath because I'm at altitude at one of the few altitude training venues available in Australia. This particular area is called, the little town's called Falls Creek. It's December 2012, so just the beginning of summer. It's a very mild day up here. About 5 days ago they had snow, probably about an inch of snow, but highly variable. So what I want to talk to you about today is the benefits of going uphill versus going downhill. So when you go uphill, your muscles are operating a little bit more concentrically. You're going up against gravity, so you're putting down your foot a little softer and above you. So the glute muscles, the butt muscles, the quad muscles, the calf muscles are working nice and hard, and because you're having to move your body up vertically, you're also doing quite a cardiovascular workout. So even though I'm only walking, I'm still shunting some air in and out of my lungs and working pretty hard. So good for the knees, good for the ankles, good for the muscle endurance that we require to be able to stay on our legs for a long time. And whether you're hiking or whether you're running, the value is pretty similar muscularly. Once these slopes start getting in excess of 12%, and running becomes extremely difficult for the vast majority of athletes, there is some research that indicates that biomechanically you are doing very much the same thing whether you were running or walking, and therefore there's some indication that if you're going to go on really steep trails or steep roads, you might gain as much benefit, or if not more, by walking instead of running. Now, the opposite is true when you go downhill. The muscle movement is much more eccentric. In other words, the muscle is loading and lengthening, which is far more demanding for the muscle than going uphill in terms of long-term recovery, and also creating a lot more stresses around the Achilles, especially around the knee, the hip, the low back. Now, while eccentric muscle contraction seems to accelerate conditioning, it is also much more acute and much more intense, and has to be applied with some caution, and definitely paying attention to your your progression map. So in other words, your loading eccentrically needs to be slowed down. You need to do it less frequently. You need more recovery time between eccentric loading sessions. So very, very valuable. Also some interesting research about more carbohydrate burning when you're going uphill, and more fat burning when you're going downhill. So you'll notice when you're going uphill, the heart rate's a little higher. Obviously your leg muscles are working harder, but when you're going downhill, you do go considerably faster, and the heart rate is lower because gravity is helping you downhill, but the peripheral stresses on the muscles and on the joints, on the connective tissue, is much greater. So next time you go out there, be aware of the differing benefits of going uphill versus going downhill. Both are very important. Gradual downhills built into are very good overspeed activities where you can move up your leg speed by running faster downhill without the increased cardiovascular component that you would require to run on the flat or run downhill. Or run uphill. All right, so good luck out there with your training, with your conditioning, whether you be a triathlete, a runner, or just a multi-sport freak like we all are. All right, speak to you soon.